I'm Olivia Yace. I'm 23 years old and I hold a bachelor's degree in marketing and management. I am Miss Côte d'Ivoire 2021 and I'm on the way to Miss World. Follow me.
Beflemi, Olivia Yace. Nana, habla pouco. Yanuma, Yolemi.
Who marked the history of my region and my country thanks to her sacrifice, her bravery, and her dignity. Have you heard of Côte d'Ivoire? This beautiful country in West Africa? Cocoa. I come from the country which is the largest producer and exporter of cocoa beans in the world. Football. I come from the country of Didier Drogba, a great international player known for his talent and his track record. The Notre Dame de la Paix Basilica. I come from the country where the largest basilica in the world is located. It is precisely in Yamoussoukro, the capital of my country. Do you like dancing? Wait until you see one of our amazingly beautiful and technical dance masks, Zaouli. It is a true bearer of cultural identity. In this regard, my country, the Côte d'Ivoire, has about 60 ethnic groups, each rich in their own way, from north to south, from east to west. You will discover customs and traditions enriched by time. Let me share with you a glimpse of the beauty and diversity of our landscapes. Beaches, savannas, mountains, streams, and rivers. Not to mention primary forests where there is exceptional flora and fauna. I almost forgot to tell you about my sweet tooth. Of course, I want to talk about our gastronomy. It is as varied as our identities and is suitable for uniting our differences.
She has a special something.
She's my number one.
She's unique and her energy is very contagious.
She's the life of the party.
And she's just so funny. She's always been devoted and caring.
She has always brought joy into our home.
I now invite you to my home, in my privacy, finding myself and recharging my batteries with my loved ones. My pillar is essential. Little secret, do not repeat it especially to anyone. In my family, we all share a passion for singing. Besides, my uncle, who is also my godfather, is a great artist at heart. I am very grateful for this education I received, which allowed me to open up to the world, but also to accept and affirm my identity. In my turn, I would like to help by carrying my voice to bring my support to all minorities, vulnerable people, and by fighting against discrimination of all kinds, so that each individual in their uniqueness can flourish in the plurality of the world. Assuming your identity is a responsibility.
Côte d'Ivoire, how are you?
I'm great, thank you, Tony.
You know, watching your video, you said something very quickly, but I did catch it. You said you're the granddaughter of a queen.
Habla pouco, yes.
Incredible. Can you speak to us about that?
Of course. So in my video, I decided to say that I am the descendant of Habla pouco. And Habla pouco is a very famous African and Ivorian queen known for her rare beauty, but truly for her heart, for her bravery, and for her courage. And I briefly tell her story, which is a story of a queen who has to run away from enemies with her people and is faced with a very difficult choice of sacrificing her only son to save an entire population. And I'm so proud and honored to be part of that ethnic group, royal ethnic group called Les Akans Baoulé. And today I'm wearing the symbolic crown with the gold elements to represent my culture, my history, and to embody Habla pouco herself. And her story is a story that I grew up with. It's a story that really inspires me on a daily basis. And I really wanted to highlight the power and the impact that women have in our society. And I just think it's a beautiful thing. And I really hope through my video that it will inspire young girls like it inspired me, and that they will aspire themselves to be strong, independent, and brave leaders in their society.
Yes. Oh, Cote d'Ivoire, that's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
We're so, so, so proud of you. And
Thank
I
you.
know that your family, that your family's so excited to
Yeah.
see the way that you've embodied all that your great ancestor has
you.
done. And you now have her strength within your bones. And
Yes.
you're lit up with just love and positivity and light. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Canada.
Cote d'Ivoire, it is your turn. What is the most important thing parents should tell their children?
Wow. You know, parents are such a huge blessing in kids' lives. I know my parents are such a huge blessing in mine, and trees of knowledge. And I just think the most important advice that parents could give to their kids is to embrace themselves, embrace who they are, and no matter what, never apologize for being who you are, you know? Because when you know who you are, when you know where you come from, and when you know where you're going, you're unstoppable.
Yes, being unapologetically yourself.
Exactly.
That's what's going to get you the farthest, because no one can be you better than yourself.
Next, Côte d'Ivoire.
Raise your hand with me if you believe that everybody deserves access to education. So when I went to these girls in my country and I saw that they were robbed of their dignity, of their innocence, of their women's rights, their parents telling them that they shouldn't go to school, that they don't have a place in school, that they should stay at home, be housewives, get chores, it made me see the opportunity that we have and how fortunate we are to have education. And it just made me want to help them even more. So when I got the crown of Miss Côte d'Ivoire, I looked for these girls and I went out there to see what they wanted to do, what motivated them, and what motivates them is people like me, people like Miss Mexico, people like Miss South Africa, Miss Botswana, who have a dream for them, who just need to pave the way for them, to give them access to this brighter future that they need and that they deserve. And that is what my project is about. It's about women's rights. It's about giving them the education they need, because education is so important in a kid's life, and it's such an important determinant of who they will be in the future. Thank you.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is quite simple for a Puerto Rican to advertise for their country, but for someone else from another country like me from Côte d'Ivoire to advertise is a whole different story. I've been here for 2, going on 3 weeks, and I can say that I feel right at home. It's so welcoming, the weather, the people, y me encantada por la hospitalidad, la cultura, la belleza, somos un paraíso. And I've had the opportunity to talk with the mayor of Rio Grande, and I mentioned that my dad is also the mayor of the biggest city in Côte d'Ivoire. So I understand the hard work, the dedication that comes with his position. So I was so happy to have a conversation with him. I was happy to take a picture of him, send it to my country, tell them all about the beautiful places I've visited in Puerto Rico, Matalagata, El Dorado, Old San Juan, and everybody watching back home. I really hope that visiting Puerto Rico is on your New Year's resolution list, because it's amazing.
What have we learned from the COVID pandemic? I'll do the second one.
Good evening, all. I've learned from the COVID pandemic that we can always try harder to be better and to improve in life. During the COVID pandemic, I think we all went through a lot, but the most important was to try to push through and to always try to find a solution, because I believe that in life, it's not about falling, but it's about every time you fall, to be able to get back up. Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you. Okay, next question, guys.
Question number 2. Can we ever overcome inequality?
Sorry, excuse me. Could you repeat it one more time, please?
Certainly. Can we ever overcome inequality?
Yes, absolutely. I do think we can overcome inequality by respecting each other between women and men. And I do think that equality will submerge if we keep each other and we keep respecting each other, our presence and the way we think. And that is why I think that we can overcome if we are joined together, and we can overcome it. Thank you.
much. Very nice answer. Third question.
Which human right do you value the most?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Of course. Which human right do you value the most?
Which human right?
Human right. I didn't write it.
Just making sure. The human right that I value the most is dignity. Because when we listen to other person's perspective, we're able to communicate with them, find their problems, and give them solutions. So it's very important that we see everyone as equal, even if they live in places or are in situations where they aren't blessed with the basic rights of shelter, food, water, healthcare. We need to give the gift of dignity and listen and provide solutions, and that is exactly the work that a Miss World does. She helps communities around the world by giving resources and aid, and it would be my highest honor to be your ambassador for Miss World.
Well, I give you credit. She's good. Okay, another question, please.
Certainly, the next question is, Nelson Mandela said that Miss World was the most important event in the world for empowering young people to be of service to their communities. How has Miss World empowered you?
Well, I would say that I have learned a lot from being at Miss World, from being a part of this experience. It has been absolutely incredible. I mean, I was a primary school teacher in Northern Ireland, a little country girl, and now I'm standing on the Miss World stage here in front of all of you. It's absolutely crazy. But no, I think it's just, we are women from all over the globe. We are different and unique in so many ways, you know, from our background, our culture, our religion, and it has been so lovely to be able to just listen, getting that opportunity to listen to one another, share with each other our experiences, and actually learn from each other so that we can work together to achieve a much better outcome. So, yeah, I think never stop learning. That's something I have definitely learned, and that has empowered me.
Oh, I think she should be a politician. That was very, very good. Okay, for Poland.
For Poland, what is the most important discovery yet to be discovered? What is the most important discovery that hasn't been discovered yet that could be discovered, that you think?
The most important discovery. I believe that this is no one, but every day we learn something new. And we all have unique experiences. And all of us can learn something about ourselves. And to be more authentic and personal, what I've discovered is that it costs us so little to enrich the life of others. And this is the cost that we can all afford. And believe me, it's worth its price. So if you would like to discover something new, just try to learn to be rich more in empathy, in compassion, in gratitude, because we can all do it, as I mentioned before. We can all be great because everyone can serve. And this discovery seems so simple, but it's actually life-willing. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. And final question, please.
Final question for Mexico. What would you say to the future generations about protecting the planet?
Thank you for your question. I've always believed that child are the future of our world. Therefore, we need to really take care of them and share love. And something very important nowadays is also letting them know the importance of taking care of our planet. We take this planet for granted, but it is not. We enjoy nature. I personally love nature. And I think that what we really need to do is start from home. Everything is determined by home. Children's Youth is the most determining age in someone's life, and therefore, everyone who is listening to me and all the children who surround you, we are all responsible for taking care of this planet. Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back after the break.
Now the moment of truth has arrived. There is only one person who knows the results. Allow me to introduce to you the chairman and CEO of the Miss World organization. Please give a really big round of applause to Julia Morley.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce the results in reverse order. The second runner-up is Côte d'Ivoire. First runner-up is United States of America. And the winner of Miss World is Poland.
Well, we have a new Miss World, and as Poland now returns to be crowned by Tony Ann Singh, let's put your hands together for a brand new Miss World. Congratulations, Poland.